Hi, it's Joan Clickner, and I'm trying something a little different. Maybe I'll end up making a bunch of these videos eventually, and you'll see this out of order, and it won't be something new by then. But anyway, today it's new. I decided to um, video myself making breakfast for myself. Basically, trying to show you how to make a healthy breakfast, maybe dispel some myths along the way, and since I'm doing it all myself with a little webcam, it's not going to have like a lot of close-up details. So anyway, I'll do my best. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to make myself what I call my garden eggs. Basically, it is eggs with a bunch of vegetables in it. But I'm also going to make myself some bacon. So I think the reputation of bacon is getting better. But just to tell you, bacon is not evil. I know there's some people who don't think pork's a clean meat. I'm only having 2 little pieces. I don't know. I don't think it's probably that bad. Plus these pigs. This is a natural bacon from Trader Joe's, and it is nitrate free. Again, there's some controversy. Are nitrate free or not? I don't know. But my theory is that if this is like uncured, dry rubbed bacon, all natural, raised without antibiotics, minimally processed, no artificial ingredients, maybe never fed animal byproducts, all vegetarian fed. Anyway, hopefully that means it's a nice pig that had a happy life, and here's what it looks like. Trader Joe's uncured, dried, rubbed sliced bacon. So having 2 little pieces of that. I'm getting myself some fat. I'm getting myself some protein that way. I'm just tossing it around with a fork a little bit. And I definitely feel like I can go longer without feeling hungry if I have had a couple pieces of bacon. The fat definitely helps, and I think the protein probably too. But if I just had eggs, I might be hungry. Bacon is definitely does a little something extra, and I can go until dinner without eating any kind of snack. And we'll probably talk about snacks at some point, but basically snacks raise your insulin. Insulin's a fat-storing hormone. Switches you into relying on sugars, cause more cravings. Trying not to snack. And since I started being more strict about it with myself, I actually lost a couple pounds. So anyway, so I'm letting that cook a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm getting my jalapeno ready. So you basically, certain things work better than others. I wouldn't say like putting carrots with, but things like peppers and onions. I've got some, I don't have any bell peppers today, but those would be nice. I don't have any mushrooms today, those would be nice. I do have onions, as I usually do, and I have these little jalapenos. And yesterday I found out that it was really actually yummy to put in a bit of yellow squash, so I'm doing that too. I'm chopping it all pretty small. I wouldn't say minced or anything like that small, but the pieces are turning out about, let me show you, where's the camera? Oh, there, that size, so little bits. So that the main reason is that they cook quicker. So I haven't timed myself, but we'll see at the end of this video how long the whole thing took. But basically, I also want to prove that it doesn't have to take a lot of time to eat well. And another thing I feel, at least for me, is that cooking can be very pleasurable. For me, I feel like it's almost like therapeutic. The reason I think that is because when I get very busy, I actually cook more, not less. Like if I get really, really busy, I don't just grab processed foods. I actually cook side dishes and extra stuff. Like, oh, I better make a little something to go with this. And I wouldn't do that if I didn't love it and if it didn't get something out of it. And for me, cooking is very relaxing. Now, my bacon is done. You see that didn't take very long at all. And I'm going to save most of my baking drippings. I will use some of them for cooking. this is another controversial thing. People think I'm going to get fat by eating fat, and that is really old school. There's a lot of people still think, oh, better not eat fat if you want to lose weight. In fact, I say the opposite. If you want to lose weight, you need to eat fat. Your body, your blood sugar doesn't go up when you eat fat the way it does when you eat carbohydrates. So if I eat something like potatoes or rice or bread, my blood sugar is going to go up. And if I eat something like, and that means the body creates insulin. Insulin stores fat. Really, the way to get energy and not spike up your blood sugar and make the body start making fat is to eat fat. And people really still struggle with that one, and hopefully not for long. Okay, I'm reaching past you because I'm getting some salt, and the salt is behind. So, I got my salt. This is that pink Himalayan sea salt. I would not use regular, like, Morton's type salt ever, unless I was desperate, but, and just plain old, like, kosher salt. So get something like the pink Himalayan sea salt. The other one we have is this gray, wet stuff, Celtic sea salt. And you may be familiar with it already, but you may not, so just figure I mention it. So I did pour off most of my bacon grease to save for cooking other things. I'll make like some kind of like deer chili or whatever out of it. Deer meat's really very lean, so I'll use my bacon grease for other things. Sometimes I'll actually cook like buckwheat pancakes in it. Certain things I just feel like go particularly well with, I actually should have put the vegetables in first, but since when I talk and cook, I tend to do things wrong. So I really should have put the vegetables in first instead of the eggs, but it will be okay. And just toss it all around, pretty high heat. Julia Child says if you cook your eggs really hot, they will not get sort of heavy. They're just more light, which kind of makes sense somehow. Anyway, I did kind of screw up. I should have put the vegetables in here for like a minute or two, but we'll just sort of see how it turns out. And we'll see how this turns out. And I may have one of those don't do this kind of moments to share with you guys. So I'm going to just kind of do that way and have it nice and high. I'm also going to have an avocado. So I think I did not mention everything. I also put in some parsley. I love parsley in my eggs. I don't know. I think it's really good for your blood. It's got iron in it. I always feel like it just takes it up a notch. So here I am. People have different ways of doing their avocado. And I'm looking at my doggie who's thinking she's going to get it. But I'd like to poke it with a knife and pull it out that way. Then I kind of cutting it in little stripes there. I'm going to get a spatula, turn my eggs over, and really hope that I'm cooking the vegetables. But of course, if they're a little underdone, they probably have more of their vitamins retained. So that's a plus. There's always something good. But as I said, sometimes when I'm cooking and talking, I do speak at things. Like I just lose focus. So, there we go with that. Those eggs are looking done. I don't know about the vegetables. We may just have to live with slightly undercooked vegetables. Another thing I was going to do is get some delightful feta. I'm going to put a little feta on here. We are almost out, but it's going to be good anyway. These are my favorite little plates we bought. They're like little Tuscan plates, and they make everything taste better. And I highly recommend putting your food in a pretty presentation because I think it's more enjoyable that way. I always feel very happy when I see my food on this plate. So basically, that's all you do with garden eggs. And like I said, I really should have started the vegetables right before the eggs. And then just kind of added the eggs. I should have poured the eggs over the vegetables instead of the other way around. And I didn't think of it till after I'd started the eggs. It was too late. So in my house, the doggies get to lick things. So there goes somebody getting her little treat. And it's not fair that you can't see her because she's so cute. It's our boxer, Cuddy. So, and there's Iris is looking very hopeful too. She's our red terrier. So here we are, and I will get a nice close-up of this. I'm putting my beautiful ripe avocado. So my thing to say to you about avocados, ooh, I'm kind of screwing up, is that when you notice your avocados are starting to be able to be dented, I just put them all in the fridge right then. Because there's nothing sadder than, well, there's two things that are really sad. One is when you open your avocado and it's not quite ripe, and then you can't do anything with it. It tastes terrible and it's stuck to the seed. And that's just really a travesty. The other travesty is when they've gone bad. And that makes me really sad too. So as soon as you're dentable, put the whole bag in the fridge. And you will have wonderful avocados. They will last for like over a week. Okay, so here I am. This looks really good. My mouth is watering because I haven't eaten anything since 8 last night, and it's around 11 now. Here we go. We have 2 scrambled eggs, and sometimes I do 3, but I did 2 scrambled eggs, a little bit like, probably like a teaspoon or a little, maybe a teaspoon and a half of jalapenos, 1 small avocado, could be a big one, doesn't matter, probably like an inch of yellow squash, could be more, doesn't matter, a little handful of parsley, a little like probably a tablespoon of minced up onion, and then salt, pepper, my 2 bacons, and a sprinkle of feta cheese. That was all that was left in the container. This is really good. I know I'm gonna love it. I will take a bite and then you can see my face and see if I'm lying. Oh yeah, we'll also get to find out if I cook the vegetables enough, even though I kind of did them wrong. Let's see. Everything seems good to me. Try an onion, that's the test. It's really good. So I'm looking at the clock. Looks like it took me about 12 minutes to make that. I think that's okay. You could do a lot worse with 12 minutes. I mean, if you sat at the drive-thru at McDonald's for 7 minutes, and then by saving that 5 minutes, what did you actually eat instead of something really healthy and something that's going to be good for your body? It's like full of nutrients. This is really so good. So I could argue you get through the drive-thru in like 2 minutes or whatever, but you get my point. 12 minutes for a delicious meal. It literally is all it took to cook that whole thing. All right. I hope you try this. Like, comment, whatever you're supposed to do. Subscribe. My first video. I don't even have a YouTube account yet. But anyway, I hope it helps. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. I'm going to see if I can turn this off.